Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, and I am here in the book of Luke, continuing along with the story of Jesus' birth. Now, Luke chapter 1, going on, starting from verse number 18, it says, Zacharias said to the angel, "How can I be sure this will happen? I am an old man now, and my wife is also well along in years." Then the angel said, "I am Gabriel. I stand in the very presence of God. It was he who sent me to bring you this good news. But now, since you didn't believe what I said, you will be silent and unable to speak until the child is born. For my words will certainly be fulfilled at the proper time." Meanwhile, the people were waiting for Zachariah to come out of the sanctuary, wondering why he was taking so long. From when they finally did come out, he couldn't speak to them, and they realized from his gestures and his silence he must have seen a vision in the sanctuary. When Zachariah's week of service in the temple was over, he returned home. Soon afterward, his wife Elizabeth became pregnant and went into seclusion for 5 months. "How kind the Lord is," she exclaimed. "He has taken away my disgrace of having no children." Now, here it is. Zachariah was given the kind of news that is like, wow. Here you are in your old age, he and his wife, and clearly they wanted children, to the point that he was thinking like, this is one of those dreams I gotta throw away because time is gone. And then he got the vision and he couldn't even share it with his wife. However, she conceived, and so she realized that, hey, God had done something amazing for them. And her words was, she says, "How kind the Lord is. He has taken away my shame of having no children." Today I want to remind us of a couple of things. One, Zachariah doubted, but God, because his purpose took preeminence over Zachariah's doubt, he zipped his mouth. And I think the reason being is that he didn't want him talking anything contrary, because our words have molding power. And so he ensured that Zachariah could not be talking this doubt like he was talking previously. He says, "You wouldn't be able to say anything, but what I said will be fulfilled." And sometimes we need to keep our mouth shut on the things that God has said to us, on those dreams as he outlines. Sometimes we need to just keep our mouth shut, especially if we're not talking positive, especially if our words are not going to line up with what God is actually saying about the situation and about you and about your future. But I also love what Elizabeth says. When she realized, she went into seclusion and showed that she nurtured and this dream, her stomach, and make sure she eat properly and do all whatever. And then she says, what, God has been so kind. He has taken away my shame of having no children. There are many things in our lives that seem to be a shame, and Christmas time reminds us that with God, nothing is impossible. And I want to encourage us today to keep holding on until he takes away that shame, until he fulfills that word, that promise, that thing that was supposed to have happened and hasn't happened yet, and make you feel so ashamed, like, what happened? God is not doing anything for me. Like, what's really happening? One whole year has passed, another year has passed, and I don't see it. Keep believing. Let's keep believing and trusting God that he is going to fulfill those things, and he is going to take away your shame. He's going to ensure that dream is realized, your destiny is fulfilled, and take away that shame that people are thinking like, no, where is your God? God is not doing anything for him or for her. He is going to do it. That's my word of encouragement to you today. Remember, he loves you, and I do too. Be blessed.